Hello everyone, good morning and happy Friday. Kevin here with the Parts and Service Desk, and I wanted to come today and thank you all for a great week. Hope everybody's having a blast and dealing with all those wonderful customers. So I wanted to come on this morning and talk about something that kind of stuck out. I saw this post on social media. To the gentleman out there that shared this, thank you for this post. Few of you might know I've already commented on it, but again, something that really kind of bugs me. And I'm sure bugs a lot of you all. And this is something that's more of a vent, kind of a rant, something that by no means is like a knock, dig, or a disrespect kind of thing, but just one of those things that's kind of frustrating. And I can say that from both sides of the fence. Having been an advisor and experienced this, also having been a service manager and experienced this. Why do you have to get asshole customers first thing in the morning? Why do you have to have it to where when you get said asshole customer who happens to not purchase their car from your dealership or bring their car to you at an independent shop who you have no ownership to, never been a customer before, they come to your facility and demand assistance? What the hell is with that? Like, seriously. Now, that being said, in this particular scenario, this customer came in and wanted to get a rock chip repaired. Okay, cool, great. There's a lot of PDR services out there. For those of you that are in independent shops that might not be aware, that's basically a paintless dent removal. Some of those guys, even though they do PDR, might actually do paint repair work. Some don't. But there's plenty of frontline type guys that are out there that do spot repairs. Mostly you'll find them at a dealership, or you might have like a paint wizard or something like that. I think they are, that run around to different locations that can clearly easy handle this. So you might be thinking, okay, what's the big deal? Well, the big deal is this customer, like every customer, it's a newer truck, brand new, who knows how many miles on it, that was irrelevant for the post, but a brand new truck, wants it fixed under warranty. It's a rock chip. Damn that manufacturer for not making stronger paint. What the hell is with people? So, now mind you, most advisors, like myself, would be like, yeah, you know, man, sorry, there's not anything I can do with this. And the unfortunate thing is customers don't take this at face value. And we have, as advisors, been beat down so much, we try to lay the groundwork almost. And I hate that we do this, but we're all guilty of it. I'm guilty of it too. And that's because partly our managers have said to do this. If you have a problem, pass it off to us, make us the bad guys as managers. I know I've done that as a manager. But we lay the groundwork. You know, I'm sorry, let me give you a back rub, massage, let me rub your cheeks, make you feel better, get you woken up. But hey, I hate to tell you, the manufacturer's not going to cover that, because it's not General Motors' fault, it's not Ford's fault, it's not Nissan's fault that the rock jumped up off the road when the tire kicked it up from the car in front of you and hit the paint or hit the windshield or wherever and caused damage to your vehicle. That's not the manufacturer's fault. Okay, you don't have an invisible bubble around your car unless you're one of those people that wraps your car in bubble wrap. There's another one of those memes out there for that. It's not the manufacturer's fault. Then, as that customer's ranting and raving and hollering and throwing their arms up in the showroom, you know, and then getting around everybody in the service department, telling everybody how much you all suck, hoping you're going to run to them and go, oh no, stop. Okay, well, go ahead and do it for you this time, which doesn't happen. You then, well, sir, let me kindly escort you over here to our service manager, who might be able to, he or she, talk to you in the same polite tone that I did, even though I wanted to strangle you and throw you outside the street next to my computer because my software system is not working right now, thankfully, and you're the asshole that gets to bear this. Maybe I can hit you in the back of the head with my computer because I'm frustrated. But it doesn't happen. So we brush them along to the service manager. Service manager gets in their office. Hi, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Or, hi, how are you doing? Nice to meet you. Whoever you are. So as a service manager, you're sitting there. The customer's already heated because they've already built in their mind that they're going to get this fixed for free. and you're just letting them sit there and rant and rave and moan, which is what any good service manager would do. You let the customer vent and talk to them and try to see if you can help them and come to an equal resolution, right? Yeah, no, it doesn't happen that way anymore. I think from what I can remember from being like a service manager for like the independents many moons ago, I don't know, I would say probably like 2002 to 2005, all that really kind of started fading away by like 2007, 8, 9, 10, depending on where you're at in the country, because there's a little bit of a lag in certain parts, I think. All that was gone. Yeah, no. Tantrums, wildly crazed, and everything. Then finally, once all that's over, and they're waiting for you to respond, and they're huffing and puffing, you come out with the most simplest question. So how can I help you? What do you want? Well, they want it for free. Duh. No. And so on this rant, after this, mic problems, a little loose. Maybe we should get that fixed. It could be a technical service bulletin on that. I don't know. But anyway, service manager does what any good service manager should do and says, no, didn't buy your vehicle here, probably never serviced it before, but that information wasn't part of the conversation, but I'm sure probably played a factor. If you're a regular customer, you constantly come there, maybe they might have extended an olive branch and offered some assistance, a discount. Who knows? If you spent thousands and thousands of dollars there, you might have gotten it for free. Because as service managers, we have ways we can do things. We have allotted money for certain situations, which this could be accountable for. But if you're not a regular customer and you come in as your first visit demanding something for free, no. So now you might think, okay, yeah, this is a scenario we see all the time, Kev. What's the big deal? Well, the big deal that I'm concerned about over this is why this same thing happens all the time. They go to the advisor. Advisor says no. In so many ways of being polite, no. Now, granted, there's some advisors out there, because I've done this once or twice too, that get so tired of the bullshit from the customer, we just politely, in our own ever so wonderful, eloquent, condescending way, and those of you that know me as an advisor know that I'm very good at condescending, say no. Then it goes to the service manager, and when you've got a good service manager who helps the advisor out, like it sounds like this manager is, they also say no. What's the next thing that happens? Do we have anyone that wants to take a guess? You don't have to guess. You already know. Where's it? Where's the big guy in this place? Where's the boss? That's what I want to know. Who's the guy that runs this show? Yep. They went up front to the general manager, whined and bitched and cried and moaned to them. And I'm sure your general manager is probably like, yep, okay, yeah, sure, yep. I'll go look into it. Might have even said, okay, we'll take care of it for you. No! We are breeding the problem. We are helping the problem. And that's part of the thing that frustrates the shit out of me. And this is really kind of a rant, I know, a concerned, frustrating conversation, I know. But we're all here to do a job. We don't need another asshole adding on to this. I get people get frustrated. We all get frustrated when something doesn't go right for us. It happens. But we're here to provide a service. And if we didn't have customers, and for any customers that might be watching this, if we didn't have you, we know it'd be a hard way to go. We wouldn't have jobs. But as a customer, put yourself in our shoes, okay? We don't want to deal with you when you come in demanding something and you're an asshole. But then you go past two people to go to a third person. You probably keep going up and up and up and up until you got somebody to say yes. How much energy and time will you spend for a $75 to $150 rock chip? Okay? And then think about this. And I'm speaking to the customers for a moment because I think this is something that so often gets left unsaid. You've got a little tiny 1/16 to 1/8 of an inch rock chip. Now, unless you, like how I've lived out west, I don't anymore, but and you have rocks that will actually leave dents in your car or your hood, for the most part, those rock chips for the labor and the materials, it's $75, maybe $150, depending on the extent and the size of the scratch. But you got to remember, on a brand new vehicle, you're breaking the paint. And the customers that come in there and they're like, I want my whole car repainted. You're a freaking retard. Sorry, but you are. No, you are the problem. You are why so many people in the customer service industry hate their job and just are ready to blow their brains out at the end of every day and are ready to go home and drink themselves like stupid on the way home. Okay. You're the problem. Okay. Now, again, I know not every one of you customers is like that, but the few of you out there know who you are. Stop it. So now back to the general manager. This general manager goes back to the service manager. And what do you think happens? The same thing I've seen happen tons of times. And any of my co-advisors in the past know this situation. They all know how I feel about it. It is funny to me because it's always the same scenario. What's going on? Tell me about this guy. Tell me about him. Just wants to get a rock chip fixed. Yeah. He's an asshole. Comes in talking to my advisor, yelling and screaming in the service drive, demanding everything. I try to talk to him, yells and screams and demands the world of me. So I said no. You didn't buy his vehicle here from us, Mr. General Manager. So you have no ownership to him. You have no loyalty to him. And it's sad, but, as a car dealership, a lot of people like to dog us, and whatever. But the funny thing is that I have seen, and I can say this from my personal experience. Now, it may not be everyone's, but in my personal experience, I have seen a lot more loyalty in the world of dealerships than I have with independents. Dealerships believe in loyalty. And that's something that I really prided and liked about my experience personally in working at a dealership. Again, just my experience. I know it's not like that for everyone, but again, that's something that I just wanted to mention, my experience. The service manager hopefully stuck to his guns and said no. And hopefully, after explaining the situation to the general manager agrees. Maybe we'll find out. Who knows? But I do hope that this customer does not get their rock chip fixed by the dealership that he did not buy his car from, and that dealership owes him nothing. So let's find out. Hopefully we'll find out the answer on social media. Thank you all so much for watching. Again, my name's Kevin here with the Parts and Service Desk. I hope you all have a great and happy Friday and a wonderful weekend. Take care.